Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different video. This is going to be, as you can tell from the title, makeup, full face of makeup I forgot about. This is in no way, shape, or form saying that the makeup products that I'm featuring in today's video are bad, because truthfully they're really not. With me, wanting to do reviews on makeup, I try a lot of different makeup just throughout the months when new things launch and things like that. So I don't typically go back to older products unless I find that is like a holy grail for me. So these products that I'm going to feature are not my holy grail. They probably at one point in time were, but they're currently like not my holy grail. So that's the video that we're going to be doing today. So I'm gonna stop my rambling, but before I do, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so. My name is Ebony. I do mom vlogs, family vlogs, and makeup videos. So I would love to have you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button right next to it and hit that bell to be notified of all my future uploads. And so let's go ahead and get started, guys. All right, so I'm getting everything together. So I am starting on clean skin. So we're gonna start with a primer. So I am gonna go in with this first. And this is my Wet n Wild Photo Focus. This is in the rose one. Originally, like when these first came out, I bought so many of them, and so this one, honestly, I haven't used it. I honestly really love. It's it was like $2.99 or something like that, something super cheap, and it definitely sets your makeup, but it also is a prime water, so you can use it to prepare, to fix, and to set. So we're going to use it to prepare, then we're going to prime. Let me make sure the mist is working. But really love this, and it does smell amazing too. For primer, we're gonna go in with the Luminous Matte from E.L.F. And this is the matte makeup primer. This is not old. This has probably been out for a few months, but I don't use this all the time. I probably could have used my E.L.F. putty primer as well, since that's like an older primer than this one. But either way, they're both really great primers that I really like. But we're going to go ahead and prime our skin. So I don't think, honestly, I uploaded a new video since, or at least a new makeup video, since the new year has started. So welcome to the year 2020. I'm excited for this year. I feel like this year is going to definitely be a really great one, and I'm excited to see what the new year upholds. So yeah, so to go ahead, before I go ahead and color correct, because you guys know I do color correct, but I am going to go in with this Becca, and this is the under eye brightening concealer. Honestly, guys, I have not used this in forever. When I originally started using this, because this was $30, but you can see I did hit pan on it some, and I probably stopped using it because I was like, I don't want to be out of my favorite. I literally just go in with my finger, but I just remember when I first started using it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing, because it does give that brightening effect, which I really like, because a lot of people, obviously, they use thicker concealers. This one is really not as thick, and it still gives you that really nice natural brightness under my eye. So I do have some discoloration around my mouth. I'm going in with the EveryHue Beauty Corrector. So I did get this from Target, and I did do a review on this kind of around the same time I did the Haley's foundation review. I want to say those kind of coincided, like some videos back. But I was recently in Target like a few days ago, and I noticed like the Haley's and the EveryHue brand is going clearance. Not sure what's going on there, but if you guys do have used this product, just FYI, may need to go and just like stock up. But I remember using this and I actually really liked it. It's definitely a thicker consistency for a corrector, but like it definitely gives you like a flawless finish once you apply everything else on. So with this, you do go in with the red side first, and you just do like a little dabby dab, like right under your eye. And I do also go around my mouth because again, I do have some discoloration. And then from there you go in with the brown concealer side and you go over it. So I am in the shade Sienna. So that's the shade that I'm using. If you guys reference me for color match. I'm just literally gonna go in with my beauty blender and blend it on out. This beauty blender is like Ulta Beauty, so it's not like an amazing beauty blender, but these are some beauty blenders that I do like. It's just like this shaped one, I'm not always like the biggest fan of. All right, so that is nice and blended on my face, and it actually looks pretty good. Now that I'm nice and concealed and looking still very natural, I am gonna go in with my Face Tape foundation, and I am in the shade, if you guys can see, if it focuses, I'm in the shade Deep Sand. So with this, so you guys know Shape Tape, amazing, love their concealers, it was awesome. And then they did a Shape Tape foundation that was a flop. I know everybody was like expecting, oh my gosh, full coverage concealer, Tarte's gonna do a Shape Tape foundation, it's gonna get me snatched for the gods. It didn't. But when the Face Tape came out, I was excited about it because this was like supposed to be like a more hydrating foundation. I do remember originally when it came out, some like a year or two ago, was that it was really hard for me to find my shade. I just remember that I went to multiple Ultas, and they had first launched a product, they only launched the lighter shades, and the more deeper shades were coming in like the next week or 2 weeks out, which I'm just like, if you're gonna do a product launch, like launch everything together. But regardless, I waited, got my shade, and I wasn't like 100% impressed by it. It's definitely a lighter coverage. It's more natural and everyday wear coverage versus like if you are looking for like a night out or just like a full coverage foundation, this ain't it foundation. I did like that it's a pump. It does look extremely luxurious. It was like $35, so at least if I can remember, it was $35. So we're gonna see what happens. I mean, it still looks pretty good. Yeah, it still looks pretty good. So that was 2 pumps that I went in with, and I just want you guys to kind of see, just from a coverage standpoint, what you get, because like I said, it is definitely like a lighter coverage, which, I mean, again, if you don't like a lot of makeup, like it will be perfect for you. So, I mean, I'm not sure if you guys can like really tell, like, let me just try to get a little bit closer. I mean, it did do like some covering, but again, like I do have like a corrector on and just like a little bit of concealer. So, it's going to look like it's a little bit full coverage, but Like, it's really not. But I'm just going to go in with just a little bit more foundation, just to probably like a pump and a half more. Okay, just to pump everything. All right, so that's what we're gonna do for foundation. So now that foundation is on, we're gonna go ahead and go in with concealer. So with concealer, I do have my Tarte Shape Tape, and this is in the shade Tan. Yeah, Tan Sand Deep. I don't know, I think this is too light. Yeah, I think this is gonna be too light, but I'm not going anywhere, so yeah, this may be a little bit too light, but I feel like I can finesse. As always with my concealers, I do spray my beauty blender just a little bit to dampen that up, because one thing with Shape Tape, it does kind of dry down pretty quickly. So I'm going to use that and then just really blend it, because this will give me like a highlighted look, but maybe it's not as, yeah, maybe it's not as bright as I was thinking. So that's a good thing. It's blending really nice. And you just see just how amazing it is. Now, I'm just gonna have to go in with a little bit more, because I do have like a little bit of bags on my, under my eyes. And I'm going to go ahead and add the concealer to my eyes as well, and just to start getting that process. All right, so that will be done. So another product we're gonna go ahead and go in with is my setting powder, and this is Pretty Vulgar, and this is the Powder Room Matte About It translucent powder. So this is honestly a really great powder. I am sad to say I don't reach for it more than what I do. What setting powders have I been using lately? So I still go in with my medium deep Fit Me powder to like do like the whole brightening situation, and I've been using honestly a drugstore setting powder for all over my face, which is the Black Radiance setting powder in the shade Honeymoon. So like I said, this has always been like a really good powder. Sad to say I don't use it more than what I use it, because this was like at one point in time, like this was like my go-to for like a month. but yeah, like this is a really great powder. Like I have honestly nothing bad to say about it, and I'm just placing that powder pretty much like everywhere I concealed. So that's all we're doing, honey. So now that that is done, I am gonna go in with my all over face powder, which will be my Maybelline Fit Me. This will be in the shade Deep. I don't think it ever focused, but it is what it is. And as I told you guys, I do use the medium deep like to do the brightening for my highlighted areas, but deep was my OG. I don't have that much left in here. I just honestly haven't re-upped, and again, I have been really liking the Black Radiance powder, so that is why. But we're going to go in with this powder, and we're going to go ahead and set all over our face. All right, perfect. So what we're gonna go ahead and go in with now is just quick brows. So I think this is honestly the only product that I forgot about, that I have not forgot about, and this is my Covergirl Micro Brow Pencil, and honestly, like, it's just so good. And another reason is I honestly don't keep brow pencils that long. I usually go through them pretty quickly, because because your girl ain't got like amazing brows. She has okay brows, but it's definitely like not naturally full. So I do go through brow pencils pretty regularly. I am gonna go ahead and do like a super quick eyeshadow look. There's two palettes that I really like. They are they're black owned brands that I want to feature. I did get these from Target. They're like $9.99, $9.99 each. And that is the brand Color Story, and this is the Decadence palette, which has an amazing color palette. Honestly, Color Story reminds me of Juvia's Place. And the other one is again Color Story. This is the palette for Mirage, and these are some beautiful colors as well. Originally when I got these like some months back, I was gonna do a tutorial on these, just like a review, but in full transparency, like I wasn't in love with this. Like, I love the purpose, I love the colors, I love all of that. But when it came to the pigment, when it came to like the overall review of the brand, of the shadows, I didn't want to say anything negative about it, because I know as Black business owners, like, we definitely have improvements to do, but I never want to, you know, unintentionally bring down a brand because I didn't have like the best experience. I am just going to go in with a neutral color, which I'll go in with this shade Caramel. Yeah, Caramel. And again, it does have a lot of fallout, and I really wish it didn't, because I really was excited about this brand, because Target wanted to, you know, cater to a lot of more Black brands like EveryHue Beauty or Haley's or even Color Story. And honestly, I do feel like their shadows are just so beautiful. I love the thought that they put into the palettes. I just was not in love with them. This was an afterthought and a product I forgot about, just being honest. So with that, I want to hear like what are like some things you guys are doing this year, or what are some of your goals, because if you watch some of my videos, you guys know like one big goal for me is like to get like healthy in 2020, because I want to, you know, obviously be healthy for my daughter, but you know, just also for myself. So what are some of you guys' goals? I would love to hear, and would love to like keep in touch, just because I feel like accountability is like the best thing when you're trying to reach your goal. So I normally don't do resolutions, because let's be honest, like everybody breaks them, including myself, within like the first 2 weeks. So I definitely try not to say, hey, this is my resolution, because I don't know, I feel like it's a mental thing. If I feel like it's a resolution, I'm not going to do it, or I'm not going to follow through with it. So I always say like, hey, like this, at least for this year for me, this is for sure like a more of a lifestyle change, and just like really the year of becoming my best self. So that is like legit my goal. Just FYI, to deepen my crease, I did go in with this maroonish shade, and that's the shade Lavish. That is done. Just gonna go back in and just blend Lavish out. That's pretty much it. Then I'm just gonna take Lavish and pop that on my lower lash line. To finish up my face, I am really quickly just gonna go in with probably my MAC. My MAC, this is in the shade Blend, and y'all, this is so old, but so good. I initially used this as a contour when I got it a while back. When I say a while back, like some years back. So I've always really liked it, and I felt like it definitely kind of gave, you know, off for me a more natural contour, because this was like the time before contour was like what it is now. If you guys didn't know, this is actually blush that I'm using as a nice bronzer. Again, definitely gives you a natural look. And then to do a quick contour, going in with my OG, which is my black Radiance contour palette, and I'm taking that contour shade, but again, this is like an OG for me, so I've always really loved this, and I've honestly bought like 3, maybe 4 of these. Blush, and this is in the shade Feisty. If you guys would have known me some years ago, this was like my all-time favorite blush. Like, I had this blush for everything because I felt like it gave me the perfect flush, but it didn't like overdo it. It definitely was my go-to blush. So I do have 2 highlights that I want to kind of feature. So the first being this E.L.F highlight in the shade Blush Gems. I did swatch this before I came out, and this is 110% expired, because when I swatched it, it was super chalky, which I don't remember it ever being, and even the color wasn't there. So another one I want to feature is this Park Princess Park Ave Princess. This is actually a bronzer, but just being like my deep skin tone, I use this as a highlight because, let's be honest, girl, that was not working for me as a bronzer. So I do use that literally to highlight. It gives me like a really perfect golden highlight that I really love. I go over my eyes with my mascara, and this is the Covergirl Peacock Flare. Now, I bought this and I have not seen it since, so I'm assuming that it's probably not sold in stores, but I just remember originally using this and I was just like, I was not impressed. I was not like a really big fan of the one. It's more like of a flat one, which is fine, because obviously like I don't have like long lashes, so I can definitely get to it. But when it comes to like volumizing, I don't feel like this is the mascara for that. And I know it's supposed to like flare your eyelashes out. I find that it does it some, but I don't find it overall effect. Okay, so last but not least, we're gonna go in with lippy. So I am gonna go in with this Profusion matte lip liner in the shade Matte Bear to line my lips. So I'm gonna do that. I got this in a, what's it called, like a kit, like a lip kit from Profusion. And it's like super mauve, but it didn't have like a lot of color payoff for me. I'm not sure what it did, but I do like this Bite Beauty lip. I think this is Bite Beauty. Yeah, Bite Beauty lippy, and this is in the shade Glace. And I really love that, and I feel like, and this is a mauve pink, by the way, so I really feel like this, oh gosh, it's so pretty. Definitely if I had like a brown lip pencil, it probably would have went a little bit. A lot of spray, but I love that product. All right, guys, so this is the final look of all these makeup products that I honestly forgot about. Overall, like, I mean, I would use these products again. I do genuinely love some products. Some things obviously were flops for me. Really didn't love this eyeliner for Profusion. I think that's probably why it was tossed in the back of my makeup bag, because don't love it. The shadows honestly today performed, or the shadows I used performed very well, but again, like overall pigment I wasn't 100% loving, but just overall, like I think like it kind of went for a more natural base. So if you guys love videos like this, give it a thumbs up, and I'll definitely be loving to give more. I was thinking about doing a video of products that are like my holy grail, because I do have like a lot of products that I live and swear by and like promote like non-stop, and I'd love to do that for you guys if that's something that you guys would like. I do have more products that I don't use and I kind of forgot about as I was digging through and kind of looking at my products today. So if you wanted a part 2 for this video, go ahead and put that in the comments below, and I'd love to do that as well. I will see you guys soon in my next video, and until then, bye guys.